It's a dream chased by thousands of Brits each year.
It's a wonderful way of life.
Heading to Europe to set up new lives and businesses in the sun.
Get it!
They're seduced by gorgeous scenery.
It's a beautiful place to live, it really, really is.
Year-round sun and a better, cheaper way of life.
I wonder what the temperature is today.
But how easy is it to turn the dream into a reality?
This is like the final frontier.
In this series, we follow the expats as they say goodbye Blighty
There's no reason for me to go back to the UK. I have nothing there.
and begin their new lives,
What could possibly go wrong, Al?
setting up bars and restaurants in Spain,
I know, it ain't rocket science.
gîtes and B&Bs in France,
Voila!
when nothing is ever as simple as it sounds.
We're starting to get sleepless nights because you're starting to get worried.
It's great. What more could I want?
On today's show,
These are beef skewers.
in Spain, two rookie hoteliers struggle with their first ever dinner service.
There's nowhere on the table to put it.
There's space to put that.
You really want me to show you where that space is?
As they near the end of their gîte renovation project,
I'm just mentally exhausted. I've just decided that I've had enough.
will this couple manage to finish the job?
When he's like that, I just don't talk to him.
And a new family moves to Spain to open their dream bar.
Well, kids, this is ours. We've got to make it.
But are they in for a bumpy ride?
My bank is empty. We've got nothing left. We need to open the bar.
Almeria, southern Spain. One of the most sought-after destinations for English expats. This is the third cheapest place to holiday in Europe. A day's vacation costs on average £36, as opposed to $64 you would spend in the USA and the $80 you would spend in Italy.
Come on.
It's been 18 months since partners Peter Thompson and Lee Bradford came here to live.
It's been a good move, definitely. I don't say I desperately miss Watford.
We're enough money to live, and we spend most of the day in the sunshine.
That will do. Sold. Come on.
They gave up their jobs as a marketing manager and caterer in Watford to move to the desert village of El Puertecico, where they've turned 4 country houses into a holiday complex.
There's 37 rooms in total, 13 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 4 kitchens, 2 swimming pools.
Cuddly toy and a fondue set. There we go.
This week, their first ever guests arrived.
I'll stick it downstairs.
Sure.
It was a tricky start as they had to rearrange the furniture.
I think my words would be, I told you so.
I know.
They've rented the houses, they decide where they want to go.
Well, they'll all have a rummage through the kitchen, so they'll all find out where the stuff is.
Just relax. So you need to...
Now it's their guests' final day and Peter and Lee are hoping for some good reviews. So they're organising a farewell dinner.
Chicken with smoked paprika, meatballs, albondigas, beef pinchos.
It doesn't mean anything.
What? Beef skewers.
Thank you.
Preparing the food should be a doddle for caterer Lee. He used to oversee a team feeding 13,000 people every day at his job at the University of Hertfordshire.
I'm more practical, so I tend to do the more practical things.
Yeah, whatever.
And Peter's more admin-based.
Oh, God. It's wrong in so many ways. So why do you do it thicker bits like that and not like you get in a restaurant where they're like a onion ring?
I don't know, I'll just do it this way.
OK. You know, I don't know if it was the Bradford Catering School.
Oops.
I think if we open a restaurant, that'd be quite good, because then you can get staff in and I don't have to be here.
The guests will turn up in an hour.
So I haven't got anything to knock, have I? Are you aware we're doing dinner this evening?
Yes.
So about 7:30?
Yeah. Where do we find you guys?
We're in the next house to you.
Time for this couple to shine.
We said about 7:30, so they'd better. If not, we're going around knocking on doors. Your dinner's on the table, it's getting cold. Oh, stand by beds. Hi. Yeah, please do, please do. Please sit wherever you like. So what would everyone like to drink? We've got red wine, white wine.
But it looks like when it comes to serving at the table,
These are beef skewers.
former marketeer Lee isn't exactly a natural.
You've got fish out there with no lemon.
Right, and where am I balancing that? On my head? There's nowhere on the table.
I'm
to
sure
put it.
there's a space to put that.
You really want me to show you where that space is?
Just you can't eat fish without lemon.
They're tucking into everything, Lee. They're more shocked at how much food keeps coming out than anything. I think as the chef should take the last two out and say, are you enjoying it? I think it would be a nice touch if you took the stuff out.
OK.
I'm just saying. Don't get so stressed.
I'm not stressed.
But what do the guests think of the food?
I don't eat fish. I just about eat cod. So that was really good.
It was cooked by Lee, served by Peter, and it was wonderful.
Perfect. And obviously I did too much food.
As the guests turn in for the night, will Peter and Lee get the good reviews they need? The Dordogne, southwest France. This picturesque region is the chosen holiday destination of hundreds of thousands of people each year. They are attracted by the region's beautiful surroundings, its gourmet food and cheap, plentiful wine.
Eh bien, merci, madame.
A bottle of red costs on average just £2.50. Mark and Sylvie Young have swapped the hustle and bustle of London to set up a gîte business in the village of Rouffignac.
There was always a question mark. How would I fit in France? I love it here.
Our deal is that Jean-Baptiste speaks English to me and I speak French to him. Oui?
Yes.
Oui. Voilà.
Like this.
Mark and his French wife Sylvie gave up their jobs in England 6 months ago to restore these 3 houses. They spent all their money on buying the properties, which means they now have to do all the renovation work themselves.
I should be knocking these down and laying them in so fast. Everything is taking so much longer. No, that's not good, is it? Yeah, I'm struggling.
So far, Mark and Sylvie have completely stripped the interior of this old farmhouse, which they want to convert into a 3-bedroom self-catering gîte. They have built a loft with stunning views over the countryside, despite Mark's crippling hernia, which forced him to stop working for a month. Mark has now started to tackle the trickiest job of all. He has 5,000 tiny tiles to lay on the front patio.
This has taken over a week longer than I thought it would have taken.
Replicating the original French paving will make the villa look more authentic, but builder Mark has drastically underestimated the amount of work needed.
I'm just mentally exhausted. I don't know whether it is the patio. I've just thanks, Jess. I've just decided that I've had enough.
When he's like that, it's just best to just leave him to it.
Yeah.
And just do this meal. I just don't talk to him.
My heart's not in it. It's not good.
And it seems like no one can do anything right.
Ah, Panda, no! Off! Go on, go away! Go away! Oh.
Least of all, his wife.
Can I just point something out? Because you know you're going to be out. This area here, there's about 15 stones with no red.
But then you told me you like to have the reds that touch each other.
No, they don't all have to touch each other. If you look, there's lots and lots of single ones about. I just said no more than 3.
Ah.
Mark and Sylvie originally hoped to finish the first gîte this summer, Delays now mean they won't reach their goal.
So sadly, I think the objective of completion of the summer is now gone. The actual light at the end of the tunnel, somebody's just put a shutter over the top of it, and we're not going to be able to get there. I failed. Doesn't sit easy with me, failure.
But the couple need to complete the exterior of this sheet so they can take photos and advertise the complex in time for next season.
If I was doing it for a customer in England, I would complete it. So I failed because of lack of effort.
It's a real low point for Mark.
A bit disappointed and a bit drained. I feel like I've sort of let Sylvie down a bit, but anyway.
Will he pick himself up to finish the outside by the end of summer? The Spanish town of Benalmádena, twice voted the best marina in the world. Every year, 1 million tourists come here to soak up the sun and spend their hard-earned cash. Here, bars and pubs provide great value for money. A pint of beer can cost as little as €1.50. So after their pub lease in the UK expired, former landlords Wendy and Carl Jones, daughter Rebecca and boyfriend James came to Spain to open a bar in the sun.
Right, what do you do here? He won't let me have any.
2 days after leaving the business, we're in Spain.
Flipping it. We're jobless. And we're everything else less.
Let's.
So why not just jump on the boat, drive over to Spain and see what they've got? Just be careful, dear, you're very close. And it was as simple as that.
Yeah.
The Joneses have just bought the lease for this bar in the popular Bonanza district of Benalmádena. Until last week, they were living in Wigan, Greater Manchester. Now they've taken up temporary residence at Carl's expat mum's house in the Spanish province of Almería.
Well, I've got the keys for the bar. If you got passports.
I've got the passports in my bag.
We need bin bags.
We need bin bags and we need cloths.
Today, they're going to take a look at the bar they've bought in Benalmádena. There's only one snag. It's a long way from their base.
200-mile journey there and 200-mile journey back each time from here. So it's going to be a long day. Every motorway stop, she has to go for a wee.
Have we got everything? We've got drink.
Told you.
After a 5-hour trip, the Joneses arrive in the tourist heart of Benalmádena.
Oh, God. Who put that there?
They are about to take a look at their new bar, the Skiver's Rest, which they plan to open in just 5 days.
Excited. The very first opening. There we go. Hey. And we're in.
The Joneses have budgeted €9,000 to start up their business.
There we go. That's better, isn't it? You can see now.
And they've only $2,000 left after buying the lease.
We're on a big budget shoestring.
By the skin of our teeth.
Yeah, very much so.
As you can see, it needs a lick of paint and cleaning up a little bit.
It's only a lick of paint. I'd say that air conditioning unit.
That's all tiled, so that can just be all cleaned.
As well as renovating the interior, the Joneses will have to reconnect the utilities before they can open for business.
Yeah, definitely no water.
You're not going to try and plug anything in, there's no electric.
There may be lots to do before they can open, but Rebecca is already thinking ahead to this bar's bright future.
Like, if we were going to be having the disco lights, the restaurant next door doesn't want to have laser lights while they're eating the pasta, do they?
I'm aiming high. I want to really go for it. I want to have a few bars in my own name And also, I want to be able to get a couple of nightclubs where I could have the top DJs in, DJs such as Calvin Harris.
First things first, though.
Work well, lads.
The girls are off to try to get the utilities reconnected while the boys start cleaning up.
Treasures of the universe.
That's dry as a dodo. You don't know how long they've been up there. Oh no, that's good enough. That'll stir up.
Being on a very tight budget, this old pot of paint is a good find, as it's just saved Carl €12. But after just an hour's work...
Yeah, I'm not paying it all with a little brush.
The boys have run out of things to do.
That'll do for that.
We're not getting any further in this though, because we're stuck. We're stuck. We ain't got no electric, we ain't got no water.
We are literally at a standstill.
A brand new chair.
Oh, I'm settled up for the day. You carry on working.
2 hours later, Becca and Wendy are back, empty-handed.
What they've done.
They've not been able to switch the water or electricity back on and have been told to come back mañana.
There are so many blockades that stop you from going to the next stage.
There's only so much you can do with no electric, no water, no nothing. You know, you can't do any cleaning down. We've done the best we can do, but we get painting on a lot now, won't we?
With money running out fast, they need to get the water and power sorted so they can open as soon as possible. In the meantime, they have to put up with that tiring 400-mile road trip.
Yeah, they're happy now, they've got toilets.
The village of Rouffignac in the Dordogne, southwest France. Mark and Sylvie Young have been here for nearly 6 months.
We actually came here with the idea of driving up to the Pyrenees because we were looking to move to the Pyrenees. And we drove through the whole of the Pyrenees and spent 2 days away and came back here, didn't we? And I turned to Sylvie and said, I actually really like it here. And now we live just 5 minutes down the road.
Mark may love this place, but at work he has hit a mental wall. Actually, it's a 5,000 tile patio.
You know, I feel like I need a holiday. I need a break.
But after 3 weeks of relentless spirit-sapping work...
Parfait. Très bien.
Mark has finally completed his patio marathon.
I finished. If I can start thinking about something else rather than just thinking about squares, you end up thinking about crosswords and Tetris and Sudoku. I feel at peace.
And with that painstaking task out of the way, Mark is back to his old self, throwing everything into the rest of the exterior renovation.
I look back and I just can't believe how someone could get like that, be such a positive person all the time, and just let something like that, it just got me down. I was a defeated soul, you know, and anyway, I'm back, Mark Young's back, let's crack on.
And that means bossing around wife Sylvie.
You must never rush painting. Never, ever rush painting. I am very, very opinionated about painting. Incredibly opinionated.
Obviously, I'm following my lesson. Don't put too much paint on a paintbrush.
With these 2 windows out here, the bottoms have got to be painted of the sills as well, and you haven't prepped them. Obviously, people are going to walk down here and look up. It's just if a job needs doing, you need to do it properly. I'm quite pleased about painting it, because I can keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at... no, I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to say a word.
Sometimes, if he tells me, like, you know, you can talk really condescending to me.
We're getting there, aren't we? We're getting there. You'll have the windows finished today, won't you? Yes, Mark. Do the best you can, I'll finish it off.
I prefer that. Yes, Mark, sure.
I think over the summer I have been particularly bad because I have been driving myself so hard.
Yes, you lost your patience,
Yeah,
which
I
is
did.
not
I was
good.
just pushing.
As a manager, you should know not to use your patience.
I quite agree. The brush strokes are really showing on that. Brush strokes are not good. You shouldn't see brush strokes when you paint. It should be even a textured finish. Not like that. Just brush it on.
You need to look after your staff if you want them to work.
And also talk to them in a proper fashion.
Exactly. You know, I could have you done for, you know, verbal abused.
Autumn is just around the corner, the time when people start to think about next year's holidays. Mark and Sylvie are going to have to put their skates on if they want to finish the exterior and start advertising their gîte. They have to repaint the front of the house, finish installing the windows and erect a sign on the driveway.
All right.
It just doesn't like me watching her.
No, allez, go.
The village of El Puertecico in the Spanish region of Almeria. It's 6 a.m. and hoteliers Peter Thompson and Lee Bradford are up early. Their first guests are leaving at dawn and they want to be there to say goodbye.
Just follow the motorway and it's signposted airport after about an hour.
Good online reviews and personal recommendations are vital to Peter and Lee. How do these guests rate the holiday complex after spending a fortnight there?
It's been relaxing. It's been a beautiful environment. It's almost like 4 separate villas in one, and you couldn't better it.
Not quite daylight yet, is it? We've had what I call the grandparents of the family. They've told us they want to come back next year, so that'd be good. Fingers crossed.
That's the bottle of wine. Kindly provided on the first night for my wife.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.
So the older members of the party look like they may be back. How about the younger ones?
Sitting outside in the evening and watching shooting stars was pretty good with the kids. I haven't done that for a long time and that was good. I'm used to having a little bit more. I like having a local bar I can walk to. I'm a bit too English for my own good. Just a pub would be perfect. So if you could put one in.
Fine, no problem. You're not the first to have said that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good to see you. That's all right, no problem. Safe journey back. I think it went very well. They were quite happy with what was provided. See you then. Take care. Dominic's main thing was there wasn't a bar we could walk to. So we can do, but it's an hour. I don't know if they'll come back or not. I don't know. We'll see.
So the accommodation is a hit, but the boys know they need to address the lack of local entertainment.
It's a very specific sort of place to go because you don't come here if you want nightlife and raucous partying. It's not really. It's just a very relaxing, quiet, peaceful, hot break.
When you're showing people around, you get the odd, oh, right. And you're thinking, is that a, I don't quite like that, or is that a, that's nice?
To help guests with places to visit, Peter and Lee are searching out local restaurants so they can recommend to their clientele.
The shock here is when people come and stay, say, oh, where's the nearest McDonald's? It's 40 minutes down the motorway. Oh.
There's a nice tapas bar in town, and you can go there, and the tapas is $1.50, and it's homemade and it's lovely and fresh.
And tonight they've discovered a place where for the price of a Big Mac, you can get a 2-course meal.
Oh, wow.
Cooked by a professionally trained chef who worked in several top London restaurants.
This is a cafe on the edge of a motorway opposite a garage, and the food is fantastic. That looks gorgeous, doesn't it? That's one thing we're spoilt for over here is seafood. It's just amazing what you can eat. It's probably different if you go to the Costas. There's probably more there, but here in the sticks.
I wouldn't know where to go for a Thai meal.
No.
Wouldn't have an idea where even to start looking.
Peter and Lee might have found a good eatery within driving distance. But the need for more facilities is underlined by feedback from their first guests on their return home.
Oh, look. Here comes the yummy food.
Oh, this is the tapas.
This is the tapas, yeah. It was delicious.
Right clean up, Bella? The thing that stood out for me was the standard of the accommodation.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's just if you want to be able to walk to
a restaurant,
a
you
bar,
can't.
that's the only thing.
Yeah.
There really wasn't.
There was nothing.
No.
It would enhance the place if there was more around.
Yeah.
Even a bar.
Yeah, a bar.
There was a bar in the next village.
Yeah, not walking though.
Yeah.
No.
If there was something within walking distance, it would be perfect.
Yes.
Will the lack of restaurants and bars on their doorsteps scupper Peter and Lee's chances? It's been nearly 10 months since Mark and Sylvie Young arrived in the Dordogne in southwest France.
Does that look like it's running down?
Yeah.
And their dream of offering their country house for rent is now inching closer.
We decided to call it Au Volet Bleu at the Blue Shutters because I always say to the delivery driver, it's the house after the turning on your left with the blue shutters.
Mark and Sylvie will spend the winter working on their interiors so they're ready to open next year.
The positioning of the letters is where I want them to be.
Putting up this sign is the final job before they can take photos to advertise their gîte.
Sylvie's taking full responsibility for this because this is totally her idea. I said I'd give it a go.
But can project manager Mark really let go?
And the O line up with the S. Don't look, can you see, it's just my carton, it's not straight.
Are you sure?
Yes!
No. No, the bubble is nothing to do with this way.
All right, where is the way then?
Ignore the bubble, it's just a straight line. If you do that, the bubble's still straight.
Oh, yeah. So everything is...
Some things, there are moments in life that you treasure. Yes, you can see it straight. Look, because the bubble's in the middle. Quality.
Oh, no. This is my project, so I carry on. And for once, he's the one going and pick up the kids from school. To see the kids, how they've settled here, and to see two kids that were kind of shy to what they are now. You know, it's like two different kids in the past 8 months.
Ready for your muscles? Go on, Denise. Go on. Look at that.
Sunday, we always do roasties. So the meat is often French, and the potatoes and the Yorkshire are from England. Half and half, like our family, half and half. It's amazing how we all changed. Our family unit has changed. We're so much more closer.
Can I have the Yorkshire pudding that looks like a Millennium Falcon, please?
Mark's worries about not finishing on time to take sunny pictures of their new house were ill-founded.
Beautiful day to do it, and it's an achievement day. It's like a tick day.
Just one final touch to go.
Will it fit? Let go then.
It's now time to think about attracting their much-needed guests.
And that is Au Volet Bleu.
For me, it's like, okay, how can we make sure that we're booked up the rest of the year? That's already in my head. No, it's good.
It's good.
I love it.
Good. I like that. That is nice. It's subtle.
Yeah, it's
what
not
we
in
are.
your face, you know?
It's wood, it's stone, it's carved. Perfect. Exactly what we want.
You got one post really tall, one post really small.
It's us, isn't it?
Yes.
Look, Sylvie, Au Volet Bleu is born.
Yeah.
The beginning of a great adventure.
After months of building work, the village of Rouffignac is edging closer to the opening of its first gîte. And both Mark and Sylvie are finally relaxing and starting to take part in village life.
Je veux un tracteur. I want one.
Sylvie has even joined the local roller derby team.
This is something for me to just be me, not be maman or not be honey, you know, but just be Sylvie.
I should have put my glasses on.
If all goes to plan, the gîte will be open next spring. And hopefully they can welcome their first guests.
Now I can't wait to have people in it. Or like people on that patio, you know, enjoying themselves and yeah.
I feel good. I feel at peace. I feel relaxed, which is a lovely feeling. I haven't felt relaxed for many, many months. Joyous is a word I'd use.
It's a nice shot. No going back.
No going back.
No. That's one thing we're for sure. And
yeah, both of us absolutely agree. We're not going back.
We're not going back.
We adore it here. People enjoying it would be worth every day we spent working on it. Yeah.
Making people their holidays.
Together, we pulled it off.
Yeah. So we're proud of each other.
Yeah, we are proud of each other. We've done well. Team Young might have had its dark days, but in the end we came through, didn't we? You know?
Yeah. Well done, Honey.
Yeah.
The tourist season is about to start in the southern Spanish town of Benalmádena. And just 8 days ago, the Jones family arrived here from Wigan. They've bought a bar on the Costa del Sol, which they're hoping to refurbish and open in time for the start of the summer.
Well, kids, this is ours. We've got to make it.
Yeah, we'll make it easy.
To save some money, they've been living with Carl's mum 200 miles away from the bar. In a bid to cut down their 400 miles round-trip commute, today the family have made a sudden decision.
Let's go inside.
They're splashing €1,000 on renting their own house.
I'm excited. Get my house at last. Hola.
Here's your property in Alcalfin, very quiet location.
Wendy and Becca have chosen a 3-bedroom villa in the stunning village of Alcalcin, 40 miles from the pub. The rent is €500 a month, a third of the cost back home in Wigan.
We can actually get away from the hustle and bustle of all the town life and the bar life that we're going to be doing, rather than living above a pub like we did in England.
What you need to pay every month is €500, €1,000 deposit. Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Go find the lads now. We got the keys.
Oh, bloody time, where you been? Sitting here cooking.
Nestled in the hills, it will be the perfect escape after a day's hard graft at the bar.
Home, ashtrays out. Gorgeous, love it. The only noise is the birds. But I can live with that.
During the winter time, when the business winds down a bit, you just sit down and relax. Oh, I'm a hard worker, don't get me wrong when I get going, but when you relax, you have to relax, don't you?
Got a nice kitchen, nice big fridge.
For daughter Rebecca, their new home represents a big step forward in their Spanish adventure.
It's the first milestone of my venture. It's my first home. Eventually, we do want to have a family. It's making it feel real that we're actually moving to Spain, starting a business in Spain. Everything starts from this address, really. There's no plan B. This is it. This is all our money, all our property, everything rides on making this work now.
Right, they're taking the wooden unit, the table and chairs, the microwave.
But after renting the house, the Joneses have only €1,000 left for upgrading their bar.
My bank is empty. Rebecca's bank is empty. We've got nothing left. We need to open the bar so we can start earning money.
But things are going to get a whole lot trickier.
I hope the house is okay. We now have a big problem as we needed your deposit for our
There's been a
deposit.
misunderstanding between the landlord and the estate agent.
Please can you sort it out urgently?
And Wendy's just been asked to pay an extra €500.
I've no money. I've no money spare that I can give as an extra month's rent. You know, money doesn't grow on trees. There might be plenty around here, but it doesn't grow on any of them. I'm sorry, I've just got to breaking point. I can't deal with it.
Push comes to shove, we'll just have to get some Lilos and sleep in the bar.
Me and Gal's got a bad back, we can't sleep on Lilos.
Just 2 hours after moving into their new house, they risk being evicted. Will the Joneses manage to cling on to their Spanish dream? It's mid-November in the southern Spanish region of Almeria, home of partners Peter Thompson and Lee Bradford.
Notice, hands full.
It's the end of the tourist season and time for Peter and Lee to take stock. Since they opened their holiday lets, they've had 28 guests. So despite being based in the middle of the Spanish desert, their business venture has proved a success.
Ta-da! Yeah, turn the heat off.
We had a few
inquiries. People wanted to come and word has spread, really. Everyone who's been here has said they've never slept so well. So you take that as a good omen that people like it. But yeah, it's trying to explain to guests that there isn't a sports bar and there isn't a bar.
Yet.
But all that may be about to change. To better cater not just for their guests, but also the local population,
Right.
Peter and Lee have decided to open a bar and restaurant themselves.
You've done a couple of cooking for people. I think they were impressed with your food. Well, there's nothing else here. The competition's quite a way away. I don't know, go for it.
Over the last 3 weeks, Peter and Lee have been looking around the village of El Puertecico for empty buildings in which to set up their new business.
As you come into the village, there's a bit that says for sale, and that used to be the village bar. So we went up there to have a look to see if it's worth buying the bar.
Get to the point with the price.
Sorry. And so we said, right, so, you know, how much are we talking about? How much are we talking about? And she wanted €120,000 for it.
I think that
we went goodbye.
We thought it would be too complicated.
So Peter and Lee have made a big decision. Just 3 months after finishing the renovations on their holiday complex, they've decided to revolutionise its layout and build a restaurant inside it.
So the restaurant's going to be in the ground floor of the 4-bedroom house and the terrace out by the pool.
This bit of wall here.
Yeah, to open it up.
To open it up. We're presuming the ceiling won't come down with it.
It's not a supporting wall.
We will soon find out if it does.
So this is going to be the kitchen. So we've got a bit of digging out to do.
So basically, we can stand up in it. This would be good. Cracking your head, carrying plates.
The restaurant's going to seat about 30, and we're hoping to open it Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday lunch only. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. All the neighbours seem quite positive about it.
Very.
There's certainly no contest over who will be in the kitchen once the restaurant is up and running.
I'll be in charge, obviously. And
delusional. Been out in the sun too long.
And Peter will be wiping tables.
And I'll be doing everything else.
The people who are serving might be slow, so you need to keep the food warm, don't you?
Peter and Lee asked an architect to plan the restructuring of their 4-bedroom house.
Because we're making structural changes, you have to have a building licence. So nothing's really going to start until New Year now. They seem to think it must be about 3 or 4 months to do everything. We have a template for the size of the tables so that we can then go around the rooms and work out how much room we've got. In this room, the architects put in 4, 8, 12 people. Be cosy. So the wall will come down to there.
This project will certainly keep Peter and Lee occupied throughout the winter.
I don't think it's that far, but...
There then.
Yeah.
And they hope to launch their new restaurant in time for the start of the next tourist season.
So after we spent all our time putting all the furniture together in here, you can take it all apart again and move it again. Having only been in here, Spain, this will be the 4th move.
This sofa's travelled the world.
It's been on 4 moves from Watford, hasn't it?
20 months after moving to Spain, Peter and Lee hope they will be able to replicate the success of their first business and look forward to the future with confidence.
I think now that we've been here like 2 years, I think it's become more and more evident how much of a change we have made. But I don't think we'd ever go back.
I don't think we'd be this happy in the UK. You hated your job anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
And so yeah, no, very happy. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Next time, as they prepare to open their new bar,
How much?
the Joneses try to break through the language barrier.
If there's a sign that says $8.99, you can say that. Done.
It's very good, darling. If I put those on, it actually makes your job look a lot better.
A husband and wife team build their dream house in France.
We've got a hand-picked selection of the best builders available, Helen. Me. Oh, there's the other foot, darling.
One small, one large. I'm never going to assume.
And one tough businessman finally cracks.
You're not scared, are you? Absolutely. Yes, I am. Oh, Jesus. Voice.